Hi everybody, this is the Daily Does. We met with the Juggling and Unicycle Club tonight and we actually ran into a little bit of technical difficulties, so we're coming to you in an alternative format. We're going to be watching the footage with you and kind of reliving some of the highlights. You have to see Nick try to juggle. It is amazing.
Or maybe on the unicycle, my favorite part.
I did pretty well.
You didn't even tell them our names. I'm Nick.
I'm Jenna.
I'm Maggie.
God.
And let's watch some juggling.
But Jenna can actually juggle.
It's true.
So while Jenna and Maggie were hanging out with Rebecca, the vice president of the club, I was learning how to juggle. But the first step to learning how to juggle is learning how to toss the clubs, I believe is what they were called. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. And I get into a little bit more advanced stuff later on, which you'll see.
And it really wasn't that advanced, she's just overplaying it.
A little bit.
Hey, but before you can walk, you gotta learn how to crawl. You know what I mean? Right now I'm crawling.
It looks really cool.
So, John taught us some of the basics of juggling to get us started. And basically you start with one ball and you just throw it up and catch it between both of your hands.
I mean, yeah, the key to it was throwing it diagonally.
Yep.
You can't throw it straight up, it won't work. You gotta aim diagonally and throw it from one hand to the other.
Yep, and so now we have both balls and you throw it in a cross motion. So throw, catch, catch. And juggling is a muscle memory sport. So the more you do it, the more comfortable you're gonna become with it. And so like we are beginners, obviously, as you can see that.
I don't think Jenna was a beginner. She's just hiding something because she picked it up real fast.
But John is making it look super easy here. But he has been doing it for 4 years, and so the more you do it, the more comfortable you become with it.
And he was an excellent teacher. You know, the video isn't doing him much justice, but he was an
Look at the hardest part is catching them after they roll away from you. Dang it.
And I mean, if you show up to like their club meetings or if you see one of them around campus, they literally will stop and do this for you. They will teach you how to do whatever they're doing.
Yeah, they perform outside of the library sometimes.
Yeah.
They'll practice.
And John said he didn't done any juggling before he got to campus, and then he's obviously like kicking butt, so.
Exactly. Wait, I'm getting better. Nope.
But why the squat? Why'd you squat?
Confession, I had juggled before in elementary school, so it's been a while. But when I saw the scarves, I was like, I remember those, and I remember those were easy. What's nice about scarves is they float, so you have more time to catch them. Like you're not fighting gravity as much.
You're a master at this. Look at you.
Thank you. The hard thing is if you get good at scarves, you're gonna suck at anything else without a lot of practice because you use like claw hands. Like it's like this, and you don't do that with anything else.
Yeah.
I can think of a couple of things.
So,
this is Rebecca, and she's the vice president, and she has juggled since she was like 10.
yes.
So she was good at all kinds of things, but she showed us this thing, and it's called poi.
Yep.
And usually you kind of like swing them around, and you do like this with them.
And they're also on fire.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're not here because we're inside.
Yes.
Well, she's on that level where she can set them on fire and juggle them. She says she does it often.
Exactly.
I can't even imagine.
But we were indoors at this time, so
Yeah.
we couldn't let it happen.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you doing here?
Right here, this was called Diablo. And the whole point was to keep the spinning top spinning. Because it's a spinning top. Yeah. So you keep your keep the left stick straight, or you keep it still, and then you let the right stick go up and down like you're playing a drum, basically. And then if you get good enough, you learn how to throw it up and catch it. And I caught it. No, I didn't. But I almost got it. What is going on
So
here?
here's that advanced stuff I was talking about before.
Okay.
So John taught me how to swap a pin out while he was juggling. So basically I grab one from the air and then I put in one that I'm holding. You'll see that in the end, demonstrated a bit more.
So basically, he's the one kind of really doing the juggling, but you're like partner juggling?
Yep, it's like a two-person one. So he's doing more of the juggling and then I just kind of like swap them in and out.
That's so cool.
And the unicycles. Can't forget about the unicycle.
Yeah.
Look at that 1 foot!
Oh my
Yeah, I'm just now
gosh.
noticing he was using 1 foot. But yeah, and it's a giant unicycle.
They obviously, like, there's jugglers, and then there's people who unicycle, and then there's people who do both. So one of those people was Cole, who showed us how to, like, mount a unicycle. What he does is called free mounting, which apparently takes, like, a year at least to get used to. For some people, like, 3 years. Like, this is something you spend time on. So he taught me how to do it, where you hold onto the wall and let the wall really kind of help you take your weight and balance, just to get up and even sit on it. It was so cool.
This is basically all I did the entire time.
Yeah, I don't think Jenna jumped on a unicycle.
You did, though.
And I was very excited to do so, as you can see. But it was real crazy. I mean, the whole point of it is getting all of your weight on the unicycle and trusting the unicycle and becoming the unicycle. And Maggie was doing a better job of doing that than I was.
I don't know. I was struggling a little bit.
As you can see, I'm scared. But, you know, I was lending a shoulder here, you know. And then, you know, you just got to trust the unicycle and lean forward. Apparently, was another way.
Yeah.
Get that determination in his face.
Well, because it's not like a
More like fear.
bicycle where like you pedal yourself forward. You're actually just falling and the pedals like catch you.
And you always land on your feet, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not eating grass.
I had a really good time. I don't know about you guys. I think you obviously like were super awesome at juggling. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was probably all of it. I enjoyed all of it.
Yeah.
The unicycle definitely though.
And I mean, you can go and do it on your own
Yep.
with them, have them teach you anything you want. This was a bit unorthodox, but thanks for watching with us. I hope you enjoyed it. We totally did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, and like I said, you can find the club in the basement of State Gym, but they also hang out in nicer weather outside Parks Library. And you can just go up to them, ask them to teach you something, and they're totally willing.
And they also have some other events that they're trying to plan, you know, like unicycle jousting was one that they brought up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be at Reggie's Sleep Out, which is this charity that's coming, and it's for homeless kids. But everyone gets to kind of like register and then sleep on the field in Jack Trice. So that's really cool, and you'll get to see them do all kinds of tricks if you go to that.
Yeah, definitely.
And they are welcoming to anyone that wants to try out. You can be a student, you don't have to be a student.
They have professors.
Yep, professors. They said just stop by and they'll teach you some tricks.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.